Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wildcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too, but when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Here comes the noise of this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down. Got a man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This running back is a weapon, and not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. They're not just close enough to smell it. It is overwhelming their olfactory sensors. They are right on the doorstep, 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On the ground. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
And the Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Wildcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. On the run, it's Gentry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Quickly complete. A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Smashes ahead. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Corner's going to give them room. The give to the left side. There he goes. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Coming out with it, it's Newton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running to Green. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking left. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the period and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Gentry. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets. here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to impose their will with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And Man, what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open, and then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He'll try to pop the draw. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Offense in a bunch formation. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to the air. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Change now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Right on the money. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Michigan offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Brings it in down the left side. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football. And, David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Newton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Extending the play. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. This time on target. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Got it in the middle. It's Gentry. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust them. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Dances away. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Arizona. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. lined up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Creates a little room. Past the sticks, and he may get more. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now on first down from the 30. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The lone back's got it. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll try the left side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here we go. Power football with the run. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Takes the handoff. It's Gore. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field. And Anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Newton. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Arizona right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy is really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking of...
There he goes! And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll go to the ground. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is on its way. From out of his own end zone. them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
In the backfield, it's Gentry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Looking to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. And he's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Unleashes one deep. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over.